Hello, children. So now we are moving on to our next topic, which is quite an interesting topic, and it talks about culture. So the topic is the cultural basis, socio-cultural shaping of behavior. So this topic will help us understand what is culture, what is cultural transmission, and what are the various processes which are ultimately shaping us into cultural beings. So when we talk about culture, the moment the word culture strikes our mind, the first thing that comes to us is that it is actually comprising of the behavioral products of others, who preceded us. So basically, it's something which has been going on, you know. We've actually, in a way, got it through somebody, or so to say. So it is something which already is there as soon as we begin our lives. It is something which persists. It is something which has always been there. That's what culture is. And it has all the values, that we tend to express. A language, which is used to express our views, a way of life, that can be followed by most of us, and we are the ones who are actually growing up in that particular context also. So there is value system, there is language, there is a way of life, you know so definitely culture is providing a meaning, you know and it's creating significant categories, like you have social practices, for example, in terms of marriage, how marriage varies from society to society, from culture to culture. There is a different setup of marriage altogether, and there are different customs, belief system, value system, so to say. There are different roles again, so the bridegroom, their value system, their belief system, their premises, all of that, is what is actually referring to the culture, right? So when we talk about culture further, it is also helping us to categorize, it is also helping us to explain many of the important differences in the human behavior that were previously attributed to biological differences. So many of the differences in terms of human behavior, also again culture helps us to understand, the social and cultural contexts within the human development. So that is taking place, it actually varies if you see this cultural and the social contexts in terms of which how the human is getting developed. It is actually getting varied from time to time. So like how children used to be in India many years back, you know and they wouldn't even know some of the latest products that are coming up, which the children of today know. So even in terms of clothes, even in terms of cuisines, even in terms of technology, that's all, it's people are getting adapted. People are really getting accustomed to these kind of changes that are coming up. So when we talk about society, you know culture is one thing, of course, then there is something called as society also, right? So when we talk about society, it is a group of people, and they are the ones who occupy a particular territory, and they also speak a common language, not generally understood by the neighboring people, right? So again, a society is a group of people, they'll have a common language, but it's not necessary that a society that probably is somewhere close, or that's probably far flung, probably they will not understand the language that they speak. So for example, people of JNK are more so to say well versed with Dogri, right? So again, if we move on to some other state, for example, we move to Punjab, they are more well versed with Punjabi. So that's again a group of people, a society, so to say. They have their own language, they have their own customs, they have their own belief system, and in that society, it may or may not be a single nation, but every society will have its own culture, you know and that culture is actually shaping the human behavior from society to society, right? So that is the kind of the culture, if you see, is quite prevalent in every society for that matter. They have their own customs, their own value system, their own belief system, and that probably will not match with the other cultures. Slightly there can be a little bit of similarities, but it's not something that is universally being acceptable across the nation, right? So basically, culture is the label, so to say, for the different features, and these different features are varying from society to society. So it's nothing but the label, you know. And to get a better definition, of course, if we talk about culture, it is the widely shared customs, beliefs, values, norms, institutions, and other products of a community that are transmitted socially across generations. So, this is, I would say, the right kind of definition for culture, the right way to define what culture is, and when we talk about cultural transmission, so this is, of course, if you see, we have this highly developed capacity to benefit from the experiences of our own and even from the experiences of other people. That how much are you also learning, and embracing, from the other, you can say, belief system or value system, or so to say, traditions, you know so there is a kind of a transmission also that you see. Of course, you're learning from your own and from those of the others, so we as human beings, have this highest capacity, to actually be able to learn so much, like no others, so of course then we tend to display many forms of behavior, that are uniquely human and creations of what we call as the culture. So there are processes like we have enculturation, we have socialization, and they are basically, so to say, shaping us into social beings, and how when we really come across people from different walks of life, and they probably could be coming with their value system, their belief system, their norms, but how when we engage, how when we socialize, there is so much that we are learning, and we are actually getting groomed as social beings, as cultural beings through these processes, which are totally amazing. So, yeah, we'll be doing the processes soon. Till then, thank you so much.